I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want my kids to suffer like I did. I will not allow that, and that's why I decided to break the generational trauma of my family. I take the responsibility for my family, and not only for me and my future kids, but for my ancestors as well. So in this video I'm going to show you how I am doing it, how I approach this topic, and I'm sure there will be some value for you. Hello, I'm David and welcome to my channel. This topic is all about awareness, so at first you should figure out what are the similarities between your parents' childhood and yours. In our lives there are so many similarities, and the more I dig, the more I find. For example, every one of us grew up without a father figure, with either a father that was working and emotionally and physically unavailable, or with a complete absent father, like in my case. But I don't judge my dad nowadays, I did in the past, but not anymore, because I understand the reasons. I understand that life can be way too much sometimes. And if you want to watch a video from me about how to fix your family relationships, I will link it down in the description, or rather how I fixed my family relationships. Then both my mom and dad left their home in their teens, same like me. I ran away from home when I was 14 and got on a very dark road for 5 years, got into drugs, conflicted with the law and stuff. But eventually I turned my life around. The thing is, we give it to the next generation when we are unaware. And you can tell yourself it's environmental factors, and even though that is true to a certain degree, you are still lying to yourself. Yes, there is an arbitrary element in this life, and sometimes horrible tragedies happen. But the truth is, you are still creating your reality based on your subconscious programming. We are always trying to recreate that familiar patterns, that familiar energies from the time we were growing up in. It's like a magnetic programming that will attract and recreate a similar life from the way it felt for you back in the day, It is all just energy. Outside it might differ, but inside it is still the same. Every thought and every emotion produces certain chemicals in your brain. And it's those chemicals that we're getting addicted to. We're constantly trying to get back into that familiar chemical state, even if it hurts. So the only way to break this programming is by awareness. So how can we create this awareness? It really all comes down to being radically honest to yourself about your life circumstances, about your weaknesses, about your neuroses, about your shadow parts, and then accepting all of these parts and integrating it into your personality. We tend to be blind towards certain elements, and this process of awareness is the process of shedding light onto those dark sides in us. There could be oftentimes nothing more frightening than this process. But never said that this would be easy. This is among the most terrifying things a person can do, really meeting your demons and meeting those parts that you avoided your whole life. This is a rough thing, but if you are serious and you really want to do the best for your family, then you have to get through it. This process is for those who are truly ready to take responsibility and ownership for their families. For those real men and women amongst you who are ready to step in their divine expression of themselves and empowering yourself and everyone around you. And meeting all those dark parts of yourself, it has great benefits for you, because all those parts you were avoiding, they were part of you, You're whole and complete to begin with, but those parts you avoided, you suppressed, they are hindering you from being your true authentic self. And by stepping into this process, you will become more authentic, because you will become more whole. You're integrating all those parts that are just missing right now. And by being authentic, a lot of other doors will open up. And everyone loves authentic people. This is all that's really important, especially regarding to fulfilling your purpose in this life. This is the road to ascending your consciousness. Authenticity is one of my core values, because I perceive the world in universal laws, By being your authentic self, you attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right situations in your life. And by playing someone that you are not, you will attract things that are not meant for you or not quite meant for you, you know? Okay, to make it more practical, how you do this inner work is up to you. I can give you my strategies, so to make all these concepts a little bit more practical, all right? But please take it with a grain of salt, because this is what works for me and it doesn't necessarily have to work for you. It actually is certainly safe that a lot of things that work for me are not working for you, yeah? You have to try, figure out, and yeah, take what's useful and release what's not. Creativity is a big one for me. Music, for example, when I wrote my songs and when I played guitar, you know, you always got into that same feeling with the song. And every time you feel it, you heal it a little bit, you know? And then stand-up comedy, yeah, there you definitely have to meet your demons there. With writing, or especially YouTube as well, you know? YouTube is such a beautiful platform for me to, you know, just to talk about the topics that are truly inspiring for me and channeling the divine expression as good as I can, yeah? That's why it's called a YouTube channel, by the way, because it's our channel, you know? I just think that's beautiful. Anyway, next one is writing, journaling, of course. Write and let your subconscious give you the messages you need, yeah? Just write a question and start writing. Your head will stop eventually, and then your subconscious will be the writer. And afterwards you look at the paper and see it as a mirror from your subconscious. Yeah, it's like really a divine process, because the divine, the muse, the creative energy, whatever you want to call it, it channels through you, and you know, the pen is just moved by it. And you know, it doesn't matter what you call it, yeah, this divine energy, God, whatever, but the truth is you can feel it. And if you are looking for it, you will get into contact with it. So to not use this asset in this life, I really cannot understand. Then big one for me are spiritual journeys. For example, when I walked the Camino Santiago 2 times, there you definitely meet a lot of parts in yourself. I was always transformed when I did my spiritual journeys. They would always be challenging me beyond imagination. Yeah, this is not like a holiday where you get in a 5-star hotel, you know, you make a journey, cross a whole country by foot, you know, you meet amazing people, you meet yourself, you have to handle problems that you never had before, you know, it's like really a self-discovery and a transformational journey. And then, of course, psychedelics are very useful as well. Again, disclaimer, not for everyone, but for me, incredibly helpful. Made me so much happier, made life so way less serious. Yeah, like I would say, if you have a calling to do that, you should consider listening to it. Practical tools are the visualization of your shadow and to talk with it or with other entities within you, your inner child, for example, that you can heal with meditation, you know, that you can give attention with meditation, or you do affirmations to reprogram your subconscious mind. Those were my strategies. Take what's useful, neglect what's not. And when you embark on this journey for a time, you will get so much more confident. But it is very important that you believe in your power to heal your family, that you believe in your power to break the generational curse, the generational trauma. Because you can. Of course you can. You are so full of potential. To be clear, the goal is a higher level of consciousness. And this new level will free you from your old programming. All right? From your old grudges, from your old habits, from all the stuff from the past. You need to ascend from your old self and break through. You know, this life is really like a game of ascending and stepping into your power. The process of self-actualization, fulfilling your potential. The only way out of your current or future pain is to go through it, yeah? Because what you resist persists. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you want to watch a video of me living in a forest for 100 days, you can click here. Thank you very much. Bye.